6th February, Saint Paul Miki and his companions, martyrs. As a commemoration, born in Japan between the years 1564 and 1566, he entered the Society of Jesus and preached the gospel with success. But when a persecution of Catholics arose, he and 25 others were seized and subjected to terrible tortures, and finally were crucified at Nagasaki in the year 1597 on 5th February. A reading from the account of the martyrdom of Saint Paul Miki and his companions, written by a contemporary author. You will be my witnesses. When the crosses had been erected, it was wonderful to see how steadfast all were in response to the encouragement given by Father Pacius and Father Rodriguez. Father Commissarius remained almost immobile, his eyes fixed on heaven. Brother Martin continually gave thanks to God, singing psalms with the versicle, "Into your hands, O Lord." Brother Francis Blanco also gave thanks to God in a loud voice, while Father Gonsalves, raising his voice a little, recited the Lord's Prayer and the Hail Mary. Our brother Paul Miki, seeing that he was standing in the most honored pulpit of any he had ever been in, first of all declared to the onlookers that he was both a Japanese and a Jesuit. He told them that he was dying because he had preached the gospel, and that he gave thanks to God for such a singular privilege. Then he added the following words: "Since I have now come to this moment, I do not think there is anyone among you who would believe that I would willingly tell a lie. I tell you openly, then, that there is no other way of salvation than that of the Christians, since that way teaches me to forgive my enemies and all who have done me violence. I willingly forgive the king and those who have a hand in my death, and I entreat them to seek the initiation of Christian baptism." Then, looking to his companions, he began to encourage them in this last agony. On the face of each of them there appeared a great joy, and this was especially true of Louis. When one of the other Christians cried out that soon he would be in paradise, he responded with such a joyful movement of his hands and his whole body that he attracted the attention of all the onlookers. Anthony, who was beside Louis, with his eyes fixed on heaven, called on the most holy names of Jesus and Mary, and then sang the psalm, "Laudate Puveri Dominum." He had learned this at the catechetical school in Nagasaki, for among the tasks given to the children there had been included the learning of some psalms such as these. The others kept repeating, "Jesus, Mary," and their faces showed no signs of distress. Some of them indeed were encouraging the bystanders to lead good Christian lives. By these actions and by others like them, they gave ample proof of their willingness to die. Then the 4 executioners began to take their spears out of the sheaths that the Japanese use. When they saw those terrible spears, All the faithful cried out, "Jesus, Mary." What is more, a sad lamentation assailed heaven itself. The executioners dispatched each of them in a very short time with one or two thrusts.